2022 Toyota Camry. I'm going to remove an aftermarket alarm. This isn't like a specific alarm, it's just a random alarm. So yours may or may not be similar to this. First, we want to take this side panel off right here. Plastic pry bar is the preferred tool because then it won't scratch your interior. So let's go ahead and pop this loose like this, and then once it's kind of loose and the tabs are out, you can kind of massage it out of there. Be careful not to lose those red pinkish clips. Now the reason why we're going to take this panel off is because all the stuff's right here. It's behind the dash panel, and there's a little module for the alarm. So we're just going to remove this side right here, and maybe a bottom foot kick panel. So here's a screw right here for the panel, and then this alarm has 2 screws on it right there, so I'm going to go ahead and get those out. Go ahead and get these out right here. Yours may have something similar to this, or it may not have it at all. Go ahead and remove this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just kind of gently wiggle this and pull it forward. If the car gets older, it's going to get more stubborn. Watch out for this trim piece. You could also kind of wiggle and pull this trim piece upwards. That way it gives it more room to clear right here. But mine came off pretty good, but yeah, you can get that trim piece loose if you want. All these connectors right here, there's only 4. We're going to remove them. You just push the center tab and pull it backwards. These connectors are dummy proof, so you can't, if you unplug it, you won't be able to plug it back into the wrong port. So thanks for making that for us, Toyota. For guys like me, can't mess it up. And then if you still need extra help, you could look at the video and see which one goes where. This little guy can come out of here. I was just able to pull it out. I just kind of wiggled and pulled it out, but you might want to use a tool or something. Be careful not to break your plastic panel here. Okay, we'll go ahead and just tuck that to the side. And then the hood release, we're going to push that little center tab right here, and then we're going to push the whole thing down and backwards. So it shouldn't be too hard. You just push that down and backwards. I did have to use 2 hands. That's why it kind of did like a jump cut. But you push right here, and then you just slide it backwards, and it'll come off. Toyota makes those really easy to take off. So we're going to set this somewhere safe out of the way. All right, now let's get in here and kind of see what we got going on. We got these wires that are tapped into the OEM wires. We're going to be disconnecting the blue part from the red part. This was a professional install because they use these kind of connectors. You got to be super careful not to rip on the OEM wires, because you could easily pull one out of the back of the connector on a connector, and then you're going to have issues. What you want to do is, what I do is I grab some dikes or wire cutters. I grab the blue part, and then I hold the red part, and I pull the blue part out. I can't stress enough, do not yank on wires, because you're going to rip something out, and you're going to have problems. So we're just trying to get, yours may be like a different color, like yellow, red, or whatever, but it's basically these little connector guys. It's like a tab. You pull it backwards, and you kind of wiggle and pull it out like that. And even that's a little risky. I don't recommend doing that. I was just doing that to show you guys. You want to hold that other part and pull it the opposite way, so you're not stressing out the OEM harness. So right here, get this guy off here like that. They just disconnect like that. And like, don't do what I just did. Like I said, I was just showing you guys how to do it. There's usually a ground wire somewhere. So you'll see a black wire, and then it'll be grounded out somewhere, and you have to unscrew the screw or a bolt. This one is grounded on a ground that's already established in the car. So I removed this ground wire for the alarm module, but make sure you put the bolt back right here. Otherwise, if those grounds aren't secured, it's going to have problems. All right, so here's the module. Everything's usually zip tied in. We're going to clip the zip ties and pull this guy out as much as we can. Be patient. You know, if you're in here cutting stuff, you don't want to accidentally cut a good wire. And as you can see, it's very crowded, so just be patient. Don't make the cut unless you know you got it right. So I'm just cutting these zip ties off, and then we're going to get this module out. All right, take this guy. Cool. Now he's kind of coming out. Now this black wire. Let's see, hold on. Okay, yeah, this black wire goes to the bottom, the thing that I unscrewed in like the first part of the video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that and then pull that out. Any wires or module wires I don't need because it's part of the aftermarket alarm. So pull this guy out, and you'll be able to kind of tell. Like the wires that are part of the alarm will look different. They won't look like your car wires. I got another zip tie here. Usually when it's a professional install, they utilize zip ties a lot, so you'll be cutting a lot of zip ties out. So I got this partly out, and then it looks like they have some wires that run down to the floor. So this guy goes down here, so I got to remove this panel right here. So to remove that, I got to remove this panel. So what you want to do for this is you want to just find a spot you can get your fingers under, and then wiggle and pull up, wiggle and pull up, wiggle and pull up, like this. Get this guy up, and then go straight up with that one. And then this kick panel little guy here has a little plastic nut you want to unscrew and take off. And then once he's off, you'll be able to grab this panel and kind of pull it towards the gas pedal. Yeah, like that. It usually has a white clip on it. Yeah, right there, or two. Be careful, don't rage rip that off because you might break the clips. But as you can see, you got some more connectors down here. And so we're going to go ahead and get this out. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this wire harness right here because I know 100% it's part of the alarm. So I'm not worried about it, but you don't have to do that. If it's your first time removing an alarm, I wouldn't recommend doing that because you might cut an actual good wire. All right, I've done hundreds of these, so like I kind of know these by heart. So we got some taps into here. So we're gonna get these out. Go ahead and cut this zip tie. Being real careful because it's right next to the wire harness, the good wire harness. Okay. Just cut this guy off. The zip tie is like fighting for his life. Come on, dude. Alright. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and get these guys off right here. And again, be careful not to yank on these because you could rip the wire out of the connector. Just going to grab the blue part and the black part and pull them separate ways and get these off gently. Hey guys, real quick, I know it's annoying, but if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'll help me out a lot. I'm trying to reach 100k subs. It costs you nothing, it's free, and it helps me out quite a bit. I also got the hookup with AUXITO LED lights. They're the brightest, best LED lights in the game right now. I got a large 15% off promo code at the end of the video, so check that out. And last thing guys, I also got the hookup to Quantum Soap. It's a men's soap company, made in America, all natural ingredients. Each bar has its own fragrance and manly smell. They even have bars that are extra gritty for mechanics. Check it out. Alright, back to the video. Okay, gently just get this guy here. Just like that. That's the right way to do it on these. You just want to hold it. And it's kind of good they use these connectors when they set these in because then you could leave those black taps on the wires. You don't have to take those off. So now that that's out, before I put everything back together, I'm going to test the car out. Now usually there's a wire that's cut and you have to put the wire back together somewhere in here. There'd be like a wire and they split it in two and then they run wires off of those two wires and then you got to put that wire back together. But this alarm doesn't have that. It's kind of odd. But if you look at my other videos, I think all of them have a different setup where you have to like connect a wire that was cut in half back together. So you can check my other alarm videos. Alright, so let's put this back together here. Again, I would start your car and just make sure it starts. Get this guy. And your alarm may have extra stuff than mine does right now. So this is just like a general alarm, but like sometimes they have variants and like they do little things different on each alarm. So I'll try to do more videos that you could reference, but I have other videos you could check to see. Get this guy back in, and then basically it's just going to be going back together. Get this guy back on here. Make sure these tabs aren't bent. If they are a little bent, try to straighten them out and then put this on. Once with this one, it's all about getting the tabs lined up. So there's two little tabs over here. You want to make sure you get them in that hole. And then even when you get them in there, it kind of feels like it doesn't want to go in. So it's, you just got to make sure you're good. And then we'll go ahead and just kind of do a gentle hammer fist across and kind of get the clips to lock. And then we're going to be putting these connectors back in because, we got to put this panel back on. So those go, like I said, those are, I believe, are dummy proof. So if it doesn't go in, then you just put it in there when it goes in. Then we'll get this guy back on. What you want to do with this is you just want to slide it underneath and kind of just slide it in like this. Just kind of push it into place and then it should lock like that. Okay. Push this guy back in, this guide clip. And then when you're going back on, you want to lift this trim piece up a little bit. And you want to put this guy in, line up those little red tabs, make sure you have them all back on the panel. Line them up perfect. Do not try to push this in until you're 100% certain that all those are lined up properly. Lift this little trim piece up here, push this guy in. All right, yep, and take your time on this. I'm sure at this point you're kind of like annoyed and ready to wrap this up, but you got to be patient and push this together. Okay, so that's good. All right, we'll put our screw back in over here. Get this guy screwed in. Okay. Got him, and then we'll just put our side panel back in. You kind of got to dive it in behind this weather seal, like right here. Just push that in like that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Start your car. Hopefully it starts for you. Feel free to write in the comments any questions or, whatever you got, additional information. And good luck. You could do it. Just take your time and be patient. Alright guys, that's all the information I got for you. The rest of the video is just a couple products and other stuff I got going on. Totally up to you if you want to stick around. I got a 15% off promo code for AUXITO LED headlights. These are the best headlights in my opinion. They just recently upgraded all their technology, so their LED lights are even brighter than the others that are still using old tech. I've had many LED lights as far as like headlights, interior lights, whatever, brake lights, and these are the best. They don't flicker, they're not cheap. They don't like go out on you. All you gotta do is go to the AUXITO website, type in your vehicle information, then look up what kind of light you want. All their products will pop up. And these are available on Amazon as well, but if you go to the website and use GearmoAuto in the discount code spot, you will get 15% off. So if you're looking for new brighter upgrades, check these out. Hey, what's up guys? I want to tell you about Quantum Soap. It's a new men's soap company. They got many different bars of soap, each with their own ingredients and fragrance and texture. They even have grittier bars for like mechanics or whoever, like the dark matter bar. It's extra gritty. If you go to their website, it's free shipping over $50. Each bar is about $5. You also get a 10% discount code for your first order. They're coming out with many new soaps. It's definitely worth checking out. Of course, I have a discount code for you. It's GearmoAuto. If you type it in at checkout, you'll get 10% off. You could use it as many times as you want every time you order. These make great gifts to husbands, boyfriends, uncles, nephews. They even got the Galactic Mechanic Bar. It's super gritty for mechanics, so check that out. Type in the GearmoAuto promo code. That way they know you're one of the homies. And that's it, guys.
You're pretty good.